we go. I thought that toolbar wasn't going to go away for a second there. Sure, it actually did on the other end. Hey, cool. We got there in the end, and that's truly the important thing. So when we last left our intrepid heroes, because it has in fact been a while, thus far, we currently have on our team Typhlosion, Espeon, Quillfish, and Ampharos. I've been going back and forth on Quagsire, and I've been going back and forth on Umbreon. I think Quagsire might have been the one that was picked. Hang on a minute. No, this is the right set. That looks right, because that's the team that I had with me. Unless I'm going to see something in here that looks off. No, I guess that looks right. Does that look right? Oh well, I put them all together, so I'm going to assume this is the team that has been chosen thus far. I know Quillfish was picked. Oh, I know what it was. It was Fortress, which was still Shadowfied. That's why it wasn't in that set, because everything, once again, has been purified, or not purified, but the heart gauge has been lowered down off camera to the lowest possible value. So, with that said, we're going to start the way we always do, with a bunch of purifying, which will make things start slowly, but if you think this is slow, just remember, I could have done all of that bar gauge lowering on screen. It could have been worse. But this will give you guys time to hop in. It'll give me time to move my mic away from my speakers. And also lower it, because it's very loud. And by very loud, I mean on 3 instead of 1. Hooray! Much better. I didn't want to give a nickname to it. So this was just a bunch of going through Mount Battle, typically on low floors, 0 through 20 primarily. Stuff that where with Shadow Rush you could just absolutely annihilate anything in your way, and just fighting the trainers there, using Shadow Rush over and over. I did do a little bit of research off screen. The whole, because I'd asked last time, can your Pokemon go into Hyper Mode if you use a move that is not Shadow Rush? The answer is no, it cannot. And if that is wrong, then the internet is wrong and not me. Well, technically we both are, but that's where I got it from, so. I believe that is correct. I think it is only Shadow Rush. From what I have played thus far, that is held true. I don't know if it's just really a low percentage. That could also be it, but thus far it has been only when using Shadow Rush and at no other point. Oh, it's so much fun doing this one by one instead of like an XD where you just get to do multiple all together. There are some things I like better in this game than I do in XD, but XD does a much better job at the whole purifying thing of being able to just like put them in the machine, and so you don't have to like walk around with them because they know there's just so many that it would take forever, and that there had to be a better way to do it. All right, so we got Rain Dance, Leer, Gust, and Surf. Kind of weird to have Gust, but okay. I feel like I'd get rid of Leer just because I don't ever use it. It probably will not matter, but might as well. Yeah, good old Explosion. Of all things for it to remember, Explosion was what they went with. Otherwise known as the heck with losing, I'm just going to destroy everything move. So as a side note, one of the other things that I have been doing, after really getting all the purifying things done, is I actually picked up a second memory card for my GameCube finally, and this one has a ton of blocks on it. It's so much nicer. If you've been around a while, you know that a lot of times I have to like delete data, like give up data on games that I don't play that much or stuff like that in order to make sure I have enough blocks. And
bearing in mind that there's some games that you can't copy over, yes, that is an actual thing. They did that to protect the security on memory cards. So one of them, the most prominent one, of course, being F-Zero GX. Yeah, you actually can't copy over data on some games from memory card A to memory card B. That is a thing. I would get rid of Poison Sting. Well, no. Yeah, I get rid of Poison Sting for that. But with my old memory card, it currently has 3 blocks available left on it. After copying over everything that I possibly could onto the new memory card, it still has over 800 blocks left on it. So, memory-wise, we're good from now on. We don't need to worry about it. And that's not even the biggest memory card you can buy. There's actually one that's larger that I found after getting that first one. That's double the size of the one I picked up. So, yeah. And oddly enough, of all places that had it in stock and wasn't messing with me and actually got it to me really quickly, Walmart's website was the one that had it. So, go figure. Their site is either that far behind or they're very good about making sure to keep up with us retro players. And yes, I'm aware I just said the GameCube is retro, and that made me slightly ill inside. I'm going to move him over here for the time being since he's going to be part of the team, and I'm going to have to figure out who to give up. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to put him back because he's got an item. But the other thing I've been doing is I've been playing a separate file outside of this one, using my normal team and just like playing through it casually. And I'm not quite up to where I am on this. I'm pretty close. I think I've gone up through Dakum. I know I've beaten him. I've gotten Entei. I think that's about where I'm at currently. Let's switch that off and just do this. And I don't think there's anybody else left in the box. Thought Gligar was Shadow for a minute because it's all purple. And let me double check, but I'm pretty sure these are all... Yeah, these are all good. Cool. Out of my way, Rui. Out of my way, Pink Boots. Yeah, like, meanwhile, you've got SD cards that are like, oh, this is like multiple gigs. Here's a tiny little drive you can put into your computer to give you multiple terabytes of memory now. It's a little bit different. just a touch. You know, like 15 to 20 years will do that. Ladium was apparently having a stroke there with its arms flailing around. It's like the cartoon version when somebody tries to like keep themselves airborne or from falling instead of just flapping their arms like that's actually going to help. But yeah, surprisingly I've not gotten worn out on Colosseum despite doing 2 separate playthroughs of it. And like, I'm having good and bad sections for both reasons. There are parts that have been easier for me in that version. There are parts that have also been harder because I've been getting hit by criticals like crazy in that one. I've officially now put on my bucket list of bad luck for, I think it was Pin Needle. I think it was. Whatever bug move is one of those, like, it hits between 2 to 5 times. I've officially gotten hit by one of those, and not only did it hit all 5 times, it criticaled me all 5 times. It still was not enough to kill me, because Umbreon's got a bunch of HP. But that's still a bit ridiculous. And before you ask, was their crit raised? Was your ability to get critted higher? Anything like that? No. It just happened. So that's nice. Right, I wanted to keep him in there for... pick up that soft sand. We're actually getting pretty close to filling a full box in this PC of all the Pokemon that are in here. Because they only give you 3 in this game, which granted, unless you're trading stuff over from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, it's literally impossible to fill up all the boxes. But the points still stand. That's kind of crazy to think there's only 3. Meanwhile, my Platinum file that I've been playing while I'm at work has got like 17 boxes. Okay, so now we've reached a problem here, because at this point, I'm going to move him over real quick. So at this point, we've got 2 slots left and 3 Pokemon to choose from. I'm definitely keeping Ampharos, because Thunder Wave, primarily. I know the nature on it is about as bad as it can possibly be. If you haven't seen it, it's adamant nature. Which means that for the values that are increased and decreased, its increased value is offense, physical, and its decreased stat is offense, special, which is horrible. But it still has Thunder Wave that helps in catching stuff, so it's still staying for sure. Which means I'm stuck between the 2 of them. Between Umbreon and Quagsire. Put it down, I'm trying to go to summary. There we go. So on one hand, you've got a Pokemon that's very good defensively in both sides and got pretty good HP to boot. However, move-wise, it's not going to be the best at actually like knocking anything out. It can confuse, like keeping Bite and Feint Attack. They both have the same power. It's the difference between flinching versus not missing. So it's not going to be great in the offense department. And then on the other side of the coin, you've got kind of a sort of jack of all trades minus speed, but it's predominantly attack rather than special attack, and it's going to be primarily using water moves. Some ground in there too with Earthquake and whatnot. But you also kind of have to realize that, like with Earthquake, of course, you're going to hit your opponents too. Like 2 of these 4 moves are target multiple players, and in the case of Earthquake, it's targeting all other players. So, like, it kind of goes back and forth. I'm not 100% sold on picking one over the other, honestly. Because, we already have a water type. Like, I don't feel Dark type is really necessary, but we do already have a water type as well. We have Water, Poison, Bug and Steel, Fire, Psychic, and Electric. We actually have a pretty good mix of types. So I think what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm going to keep Quagsire, because I also know that we're going to be in an area where there's potentially going to be researchers, which means a lot of electric types, which means it's very good at deleting them. I'm actually going to save while I'm there too. But beyond that, I think what I'm going to ultimately do for the time being is just alternate them out whenever I get the chance. And then if one starts striking me as, yeah, it's clearly falling behind, or one that's clearly doing better than the other, then I will keep that one. Alternatively, if somebody puts in for the third and final slot a Pokemon that they want, then we don't have to worry about it at all, because then neither one of them gets used. So,
this is the Tanaka Empire!
Gundam! It's been far too long. I look forward to seeing you whenever I next make somebody play Danganronpa 2. Or Vice, thank you for the 25 months in a row. 2 freaking years and a month. It has really, in fact, been that long. That's insane. I'm gonna have to start figuring out something for, like, multi-year anniversaries. Maybe I'll have you, pick a game from my library. I need to update my library for one, but just, pick something off of it and be like, this is what we're playing. Also, I was going to look at what items I had to give. I did pull off that soft sand for a reason. This is why. Raise the power of ground-type moves. I gave that to the wrong person, though. Switch with yourself. There we go. Dude, please go back into that menu. Thank you. Give Soft Sand. Do I have anything for Fortress? Let's take a look at its moves real quick. So it's got Explosion. These are all normal moves, which is kind of a problem. Rapid Spin's not very good unless you get binded, but even then, that's not the end of the world. Like, this isn't a great move set to start with. So what I'm actually going to do really quickly is check and see. I have enough points to go get another move from the Mount Battle Reception. Again, getting all those points from fighting and lowering the heart gauges for all the other Pokemon. So this could help it get a little bit more type coverage, at least in some regard. I might also take a look at the HMs and TMs that I have. The good news is, after this play session, I will probably be high enough level to take on the stadiums themselves, and that will help me get more TMs as well. Because this is all we've got right now, is just Toxic, Attract, Steel Wing, and Snatch. Pretty much everything can learn Toxic, pretty much everything can learn Attract. Steel Wing, I doubt is going to happen. I don't know about Snatch, but I don't think I'd ever use it. So what do we got here? So you have Psychic, I'm pretty sure can learn Psychic. That's going to be Ice Beam, very sure it won't be able to learn that. Thunderbolt, probably not, or Thunder, whichever it is. That's Fire, or Flamethrower, Fire Blast, whichever. And then also Double Team. I should probably actually pull up the moveset for Fortress and see if it can use any of these. Because I know absolutely nothing about Fortress at all. I don't think I've ever run one of these on any of my teams. I don't think I've run a Bug Steel before. Which, granted, the only other one that comes to mind is Scizor, but I've not run Scizor on my team before either. The good news is it's only got one weakness at this point, and that's it's 4x weak to fire. But everything else either does... it'll do normal damage or less. So, like, type-wise, it's actually got... it's pretty good. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it's actually pretty solid in that regard. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was really weird. So this is still technically Gen 2. From what it learns from leveling up right now, level 1, it has Tackle, Protect, and Self-Destruct. If it doesn't start with that, it gets Self-Destruct at 8, Takedown at 15, Rapid Spin at 22, Bite at 29, Explosion at 39, Spikes at 49, and Double Edge at 59. And that's it. That's all I can learn through leveling up. For TMs and HMs, okay, we got a little bit more coverage here, which is good. A tiny bit more. Not a lot of... because I know it's a wall, so I don't expect it to be able to pull off these amazing superhuman things. But most of these aren't even damaging moves. The only ones that have any sort of damage on them are Headbutt, which is Power 70 type normal. Rollout, which is 30 and Rock. Rock Smash, which is 20 and Fighting. Snore, which you have to be asleep to use. Hyper Beam. Giga Drain, which is 60 Grass. Solar Beam, which is 120 Grass. And Strength, which is 80 normal. So it actually isn't that great in terms of what I can use for it. There's really not a lot of options in that regard. A lot of the other stuff I'm seeing in here is stuff like, again, Toxic, Hidden Power is technically part of that. Sunny Day, Sweet Scent, Endure, Frustration, Return, Double Team, Swagger, Sandstorm, Defense Curl, Rest, Attract, that kind of thing. I do have the Attract TM. Not that it really matters that much in this instance, but what gender is Fortress? It is a female Fortress. And I wouldn't be able to expect to do that much. I think, personally, like, it's literally a wall. It's designed to be on... it's designed to be, like, hanging around for a long time. And so you can use it to mess with other people. if there was any Pokemon that I would ever teach to Toxic, it would be one like that. Like, if this wasn't going to Umbreon, it would be going to Fortress. So, I am going to teach it Toxic, because I know it's staying on the team. I'm not 100% sure about Umbreon. I think Toxic would be a good mix-up, rather than it just being all normal moves. Again, the problem is all these are kind of useless. Protect, I might as well keep that. If I'm keeping Quagsire, then Protect would be a good thing to have, because then I could do the Protect Earthquake combo. So I think Protect would be good to keep for now. I don't care about either of these three. I mean, we could keep Explosion mostly for the hilarity of it, so that would narrow it down to Bide and Rapid Spin. I'm going to get rid of... see, it's such a tough call, because, like, none of these other ones do any damage, other than Explosion, which kills you, and Bide, which takes 2 turns. Rapid Spin's not that great for damage. Unless anybody's got any preferences on this. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is Toxic and Attract for stalling, and getting rid of Bide and Rapid Spin. I think I'm getting rid of Rapid Spin. Like, the situation doesn't arise enough for getting, like, hit by Rap, or, like, anything that you can use to get off of that ability where you're getting damaged afterwards. It just doesn't come up often enough to where that's something you want to do. It just doesn't. Now, one other thing I could do... I'm going to check something really quickly here. Yeah, I didn't remember if I kept Sunny Day or not. It's like, if I did keep Sunny Day, I could also, if I kept it on Typhlosion, I could give him Solar Beam. And if I gave him Solar Beam, then that would mean that he'd be able to pull it out in 1 turn without having to charge. Which, granted, again, it's a wall. It's probably going to stay on the field unless it gets super unlucky or there's a Fire type or something like that. But, I mean, if there's a Fire type, you're probably not going to be using Solar Beam on it, are you? Oh, and it also clears spikes, but yeah, the AI is not going to do that, ever. So I think we'll keep it like that for now. I'm looking at this moveset again and seeing if there's, like, if there's anything else I would put on it. I mean, we could put Hyper Beam on it. That would probably be better than Explosion would, because at least Explosion doesn't make it die. Because if it also dies, it's not going to get any experience, obviously. So Hyper Beam might not be a bad idea. I mean, with what it started with, it's kind of hard to do worse, isn't it? I don't think that's here. I think that... There is another place that sells Hyper Beam, though. I just don't remember what it is. Let me just check real quick. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. I think it's in the under. Let me check one other thing real quick. Yeah, because it's more physical offense based than it is special, and at this point, Hyper Beam's still a physical move because it's normal. So it would do okay with that. Yeah, I'm looking for where I can find it, thanks. You guys will probably be able to find it faster than me, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's in the under. I don't think it's a Colosseum prize. I think it's actually when you just straight up, you can buy it as many times as you want. Yeah, there it is. Alright. I'm sure somebody else has probably already mentioned it. It is in the shop in the under, okay. I should keep this up, because this shows where all of them are, provided that they can be found in the game. Because some of the TMs at this point, or the HMs are not in the game, like Water Pulse, Calm Mind, Bullet Seed, like those aren't in the game. Bought at the Unders Mart for 7,500. Okay. Then let's go to the Under real quick and grab that. So starting out, just straight out the gate, out of the 4 moves it had, I erased 3 of them. Yikes. Like, usually you'd keep at least half of it, but nope. Not in this instance. It also doesn't help in particular for this game of, like, 1, it's not competitive play, and 2, it's only fights against AIs. It's never, like, an in the wild thing, and you're also going to want to level up, so stuff like Explosion again. Like, I guess if you really wanted to, like, have a Pokemon that learned Protect on your team and let them get all the experience, then you could just self-destruct / explode and just let them get a ridiculous amount of experience for doing that, sure, but do you want to do that? Probably not. Alright, is it you or is it the guy upstairs? No, it is here. How am I doing on revives? I'm okay on... Yeah, I'm pretty good on these. Alright, so we're getting rid of, in my opinion, it's gotta be self-destruct. Protect could actually be useful. Or, sorry, Explosion. They're the same thing, let's be real. There's no reason to keep that. There's just not. And there's no contests, obviously, so it's not like we're gonna be using it for that either. Like, literally the only situation where that would come in handy, and it's a very, very small window, mind you, would be if you had, like, both of your Pokemon at low health and somehow knew that Fortress was going to be able to go first, and you were like, they're at a decent amount of health, and they're really strong ones, and I've been having a hard time getting them out. I'm just going to eliminate everything off the board and try to give myself a fighting chance. But that's such a small situation that it's almost never going to come up. So, now that we've done all that, Explosion has 50 more power. Good, I guess? I'd be getting rid of it either way. Even if it was not that type of situation, like, I've never been a fan of the... I've never been a fan of that whole, like, just blow yourself up. I don't even think I ever used that in Final Fantasy X because Kamari can learn self-destruct. And never used it. I've never really been a big fan of those. It's more of, like, for the humor factor than anything. That's what you really use it for, is just, like, the messing with your opponent of just, you know what, I'm just gonna blow everything up. You can't, if I can't enjoy this, you can't either. That's about the best you can hope for, really. Half the opponent's defense. Oh, that's kind of cool. I feel like they would be funny in multiplayer, though, just to mess with somebody that had, like, this really good idea. I feel like it'd be a little bit more viable if it actually was, like, a clear the arena. So if there's, like, spikes or stuff, because, like, it is an explosion, right? So the idea is it wipes out everything. So if it wiped out, like, weather effects or wiped out, like, spikes or something like that, then maybe it would be a little bit more useful. But it doesn't do that. As far as I'm aware, it does not do that, so... So I wouldn't see that happening. And we've got a spider. Perfect. A shadow spider. Just when you thought they couldn't get bad enough. Rhyhorn's got to go, obviously. I'm going to try and keep this thing from doing much. I will say one good thing about it thus far, though, is it was, like, right in line level-wise with the rest of the team. It gained a level when it got purified, and it's right in line with everybody else. So that was actually, like, perfect. It wasn't too weak. It wasn't too strong. It worked out phenomenally in that regard. And it actually outsped Ariados? That's kind of surprising, actually. I figured Ariados would be a little bit faster than it would, but sure. I will accept that. I mean, it's not phenomenal, but it works well against grass, I'm pretty sure. Let's try out Hyper Beam. Let's see how it does. Or do I have my types backward? Poison Sting. No, it is super effective. Wow, that did a lot for Poison Sting. Like, I know he's 4 levels higher, but still, it's, again, it's Poison Sting. This isn't, like, Sludge Bomb here. Yeah. Plus, the nice thing about Hyper Beam is, like, you get it right away and then recharge. You don't charge and then get it. So if it's the last Pokemon and you just want to blow them completely away, then you don't even take the penalty at that point because the game's already over. It's another thing I kind of prefer about Hyper Beam. Oh, right, because I can only move that. Again, I already forgot. That's a good omen. I'm going to be like, oh, why can't I move Fortress? That's why. It would be really funny to just, like, completely mess with your opponent, though, if I had Umbreon. Like, I could make it fall in love and then paralyze it and then confuse it on top of that. Like, it would just be completely locked down at that point. The odds of it being able to get anything to go through would be so small. This Ariados is incredibly lucky that I have to capture it rather than set it on fire with Typhlosion, which is what I would want to do. I think I sold all my Pokeballs, correct? Yeah. I don't want to waste one just yet. I was going to just be like, throw a Hail Mary at it, but technically I could use Toxic because I know it would fail because it's already got a status effect on it, but if I'm going to waste a turn, I might as well potentially keep myself from getting injured, right? It's in love. I'd really rather not have a spider in love with me, thanks. See if it doesn't catch, we can get protected 3 times in a row. It is possible. If I remember correctly, and it might be from a different gen, it's guaranteed the first time, and then it cuts it down by half every time you try to use it after. So 50%, 25%, 12.5, 7.25, you get the idea. I really don't want to damage it anymore, honestly. And if I have to go back and get more Pokeballs, I have to go back and get more. It's not the end of the world. I can live with that. Yeah, I could also call, but I feel like I'm going to be going back to heal enough because I'm stubborn and don't want to waste my items. Like, once I do all, like, between, after this one's over and the next one, once I do all the stadiums, then I'm going to have plenty of money, because you get insanely good amounts of money for that. Even then, you get pretty good amounts of money from the scrubs, so, like, I should be fine there, too. There we go. We got a DNA sample. We actually do need that. If I remember correctly, there are 3 of them, so we've got to pick all those up. No, wait. I still thought I was on the upper floor, and I'm not. So what am I at on, not items, on levels right now? Is there anybody I need to not keep in the front? Not really. Ampharos is the only one that's 1 level higher, but that's not the end of the world. This really probably is the ultimate downside of this game, is having to go back. Because again, if they did a new one, I'm just saying, if they did a new one, they've got the tech to where you could just save wherever you want, and so you wouldn't have to go back and save. And really, at this point, it's a save and heal, because, like, I mean, the station to heal is right there. Why would you not just go ahead and do it? And I guess this one doesn't have a heal station, so I'll just, like, hop off to Fenac or something like that. But, I mean, if you're gonna go all the way out, you might as well just do both, right? Also, I was holding to the right. I don't know why it went that direction, but I guess we can save and heal here, sure. As much as I'm sure every single last one of you wanted me to go back into the Pyrite building by going through the elevator and then having the girl scream at me, "This elevator is off limits," and battle me for the third time. Despite the fact that I came out of the elevator. I'm surprised that that girl has never been made into a meme. So I guess the good news is that also means that I didn't end up using any of my points at Mount Battle, so there may arise an opportunity where I pick up something else from there. And I'm going to have to go back there anyway, because I'm going to have to purify all the shadows that I get from here, because I believe this, outside of maybe the final area, I think this is where the highest amount of them is. Which makes sense, because it is literally the Shadow Pokemon Lab. And I will give that to this game over XD. XD, it's not like the final area, but like one of the areas towards the end of the game. That's where like 50% of the Shadow Pokemon are, is just in that one area. If you played it before, you know where that is. But they're a little bit more balanced here. And I feel like it's reasonable for there to be a higher amount here. But it's not, oh, this is where like half of them are. Okay, so we already did that. Ooh, treasure. Full restore. Cool, now I can be an Elite Four member. Well, no, I'm gonna need at least 9 more, aren't I? Oh, that's disappointing. Let's save the elevators for after. Yeah, there's the researcher. Yeah, speaking of which, now would be a good time to pull out the old Earthquake Protect combo, am I right? Let's screw this guy over, something fierce. Also, oddly enough, he doesn't get the little, like, Solid Snake exclamation mark over his head. He just, like, walks up to you. Oh, nice, and they're definitely not going to have Levitate. I was worried about Magnemite potentially having that. I don't think it does, but I know these won't. I guess you could say this guy had a lot of balls to face me, but he's not going to have balls for much longer. Have fun, sucker! I learned this one from Dakum. Yeah, I don't think Screech is going to save you, buddy. I mean, I know they're going to go first. They're notorious for being fast. But if all they're going to do is that, then it's not going to matter much. I was expecting them to, for at least one of them to just blow up and knock out his opponent. Or his ally, rather. This is why you don't run only electrics on your team. This is like textbook reason why you don't do that. Because all it takes, even in a double battle, all it takes is one Earthquake and they're both gone. He walked all over him, or we just, used Earthquake. God, I love Earthquake, it's so broken. Do whatever you want, it's too late now. That's like the exact thing that somebody says is basically the Nana Nana Boo Boo, I still beat you even though I lost type of thing of just like being a sore loser. You may have beaten me, but it's too late. Like, yeah, whatever, dude. Alright, am I gonna get another option to use Earthquake Protect here? I mean, I could. Yeah, those are normal types. So, I could. Ah, but one of them was Shadow. Oh, Grand Bull, that's right. I forgot Grand Bull was... I thought that was an XD one, but I guess not. Hey, Grand Bull's alright. It's kind of the... It's basically the Zangoose equivalent for this game. It's like just the normal type with just like insane offense. So it's not bad. I say we go for it. Earthquake Protect. Don't you wiggle your butt at me. If I remember correctly, it actually comes with a pretty decent moveset when you get it, too. I'm pretty sure it's got Attract, actually. Strength, obviously, because it just used it. It actually comes with a decent set of normal moves, from what I remember. It's not like an all-star professional thing, but it's not horrible. Let's just try to lock it down, I guess. So say if it just uses strength again and attacks, ooh, I think it's going to, yeah. That was why I threw both of those on him, because I wanted at least one to guarantee get through. And I hit him with that, so let's just paralyze him. We can make this a Finger 11 concert if we want to. Oh, I didn't pay attention to gender. Alright, well, in that case, we'll just paralyze it. Linoon, go out. Just go away. Don't get me wrong. Phenomenal HM Slave. Not a big fan otherwise. Oh no, you lowered Ampharos' speed. Because it's really known for being fast, sure. It probably has the worst speed on the team, and that's including a literal wall and also Quagsire. I think it's still the slowest. Alright, we'll deal with him later. In the meantime... Alright. 1. Gets paralyzed immediately. I was gonna say, the good news is if it does survive, it's actually probably not gonna go first the next round because it just paralyzed itself. God love static. Just gonna keep doing that over and over, huh? I always get that one confused with Glare, which actually does paralyze. I don't want to hit it too hard, so... Yeah, might as well. Try to throw up a reflect here, I guess. That's the only kind of weird thing about catching shadows, is you just kind of get put in this position of like, well, now I'm just standing here. It's like if it was one Pokemon, it would be fine, but it's like you don't want to double attack. It's not at a high enough, or not at a low enough HP to also throw a Pokeball at it, so you're just kind of stuck. I could probably throw a Swift at it, though, because Espeon's not very high in physical offense. But we'll see how this does, I suppose. Alright, that works. I will accept that. $17.20, that's pretty dang good. Did I ever put the amulet coin on somebody? I don't remember if I did. Soft sand, charcoal, twisted spoon, matcha brace, poison barb. No. Oh, right, we don't even have the amulet coin. I'm thinking of my platinum file. You can't even get that right now. I thought I had seen that earlier. So that's all the DNA samples. I think you go into the left one for that. And I actually don't want to hike all the way back out this time, so... Also, as a side note, somebody please remind me later on when I'm back, or when I'm out of this area, to go to Agate Village or Agate Village or however you want to pronounce it, and talk to the dude that gives you a berry once a day. I've been really bad about not doing that. Oh, great, yeah. This guy in particular is obnoxious for a very important reason. It has nothing to do with his team, as you'll see very shortly. He's about to get absolutely annihilated because I think I still have my Earthquake Protect combo in front, so he's not going to last very long. He's annoying for a very different reason, and now I kind of wish I had taken the other elevator. Earthquake and Protect. Have fun, boys! Gee, I wonder what you could be planning. Unfortunately for you, I've protected for one Pokemon and the other one is completely immune to electricity, so that ain't gonna work, Chief. Your double battle strategy has unfortunately failed you. But in his defense, that was just kind of bad luck that it just happened to be Earthquake Protect combo and also had a ground type, so that he just literally was just shut down from that idea completely. There was nothing he could do. Alright, since Protect can potentially fail, I'm not going to try doing that twice in a row. I'll just throw a Mud Shot at it to do high damage. I can't use Attract on it because it is the same gender and I'm paying attention this time, so we'll go with Hyper Beam. That's obviously got to be aimed at, yeah. No other option because it would have failed otherwise. Blah! See you later, bucko. I can respect you're putting an Ampharos on your team. In fact, I would choose that above the other two you had. As somebody who has run a Magnezone on their team before. Which, granted, wouldn't have been possible at this point, but still can be a good Pokemon. Do you like this noise? Because it's going to progress through the rest of this dungeon, and there's no way to turn it off until you finish the dungeon. So look forward to hearing that. Know that is not an ambulance that's outside of your house. That's just what we call what the game developers thought was a good idea. It wasn't, obviously. Again, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to check and see what's in the other elevator. I just remember the room that the DNA samples go to is connected through an elevator, and it's a very small room. So once you go into it, you'll know what it is immediately. So it could be this one. I could also be completely wrong, and this might be the way we need to go. No, this is the room, I'm pretty sure. This looks correct. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. If there is, I can't see it. Yeah, so you have to use these, and then they will tell you what it is. So it's a Mightyena. For anybody that cares, this will be randomized through your playthrough. I don't think it's the same 3 every time. I think it actually is different. That's a Misdreavus. Oh, no, not that. So that's money. Okay. I don't know why it changed them out of order. That was weird. And Sudowoodo. I think there's like 9 different ones you can get. 3 of them are your Jono starters that you can pick in this one. So Quilava, Croconaw, Bayleaf, and I don't remember what the last 3 are. But you do need to have those and have them memorized because they'll help you unlock a door, which I think actually is coming up here in a second. The AAA Annoying Alarm Alert. Yeah, we'll just send it to AA. Alarms Anonymous, except we know who set off the alarm. It was this guy. Also, in case you're wondering, you could totally leave the lab. Like, straight up. You can walk out the door, go back and heal, and come back in here. The alarm will still be going. You can absolutely escape if you need to. So, what he said is total bollocks. You can absolutely go through there. I heard the alarm, so I came running. You literally fell from the sky. You came flying, not running. Ooh, shadow Pokemon that I want. Also Kadabra. Again, I've not gotten this far in my other file, and I'm just kind of like using the ones I really want to. This is going to be one I'm using on my opposite file, is Vibrava. There's not really much point in the Earthquake Protect thing, because Vibrava has Levitate, which is going to make Earthquake miss, meaning Kadabra is the only thing that would actually get hit by it. So I'm just going to start trying to lock this thing down, and Kadabra's got pretty bad physical defense from what I remember. Oh, there you go. 3 Jonah starters, 3 legendary beasts, and 3 random Jonah Pokemon, all of whom you can get in this game. Except for Sudowoodo. Isn't one... Is Sudowoodo Johto, or is it Hoenn? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Because I think between Sudowoodo and Bonsly, it got... Bonsly was technically next gen because it didn't have that pre-evolution. I don't remember. I really don't. That was kind of the big gap where a lot of Pokemon started getting pre-evolutions that they did not have beforehand. Sudowoodo's Jonah. Okay, so it's probably Bonsly I'm thinking of. Hi, Swallow. How are you? Well, ground's not going to work, so we'll see how much Surf does, I guess, and try to finish it off with this. Or it could fly up high and I could just miss completely, sure. I assume, well, no, I don't know who it's going to be going for with Fly. I was going to say it's Fortress, but I think that's going to even out the normal damage between its 2 types. Do it again. Oh, because it missed, it actually didn't force me to lose that turn. That's nice. I thought it would. Way to just tank that hit. Beautiful. Reinhardt would be proud. And then it just decided to start vibrating really violently. That was weird. Well, paralyzing it doesn't serve much point, because again, it's a ground type, so it's immune to that, so that doesn't work. I could throw this up to get rid of Swallow. I think I'm not going to, though. I'm going to do something different. Nobody's really standing out as like, oh, this would work really well for a matchup against these two, or it wouldn't work really well against a matchup for these two, so I kind of just left it as it was. Let's just try to get that out. Well, no, because Swallow's going to go first, almost assuredly. I was going to say, because I'm pretty dang sure it's going to do the exact same thing. Probably not going to be using Surf again. I think it'd be cutting it a little bit too close. Between that and potentially getting off a Shadow Rush, I wouldn't want to risk it. Bleh. So now I'm paralyzed, so that sucks. Oh, it actually didn't get me. I think I'm going to try for it. I'm going to give it a go. See what happens. In the meantime, once you land... Oh, there's no PP left for that move. Well, that's nice. We'll just poison it then. That'll teach it. If it's going to keep flying up in the air, it might as well be flying and poisoned. I'm sure there's a flying poison type out there somewhere. I don't use poison types that much, so I don't really know if there is one or not, but I'm sure there's probably one. Hey, we got it. Nice. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh, not one of those. Ew. That's going to be a pain to deal with. Where's a non-dragon type Pokemon that can learn Dragon Claw when you need it? There you go. You get to enjoy that. Oh, Zubat. Yeah. Forgot about that one. See, now I kind of wish I had... Well, no, because I threw out Quillfish. I was going to say, now I'm tempted to switch for Ampharos and use Surf to change Kecleon to water, and then just completely obliterate it with a Thunderbolt. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. Also, yeah, Total Drama is coming back, and it's for the most hilarious reason ever. Somebody, and it got cease and desist, so if you can find it, cool. I actually did get to see it. A lot of the times, Christian Potenza, the guy that voices Chris McClane, he actually loves doing, like, little voice work for people, and he has said multiple times, like, he's doing it for, like, just, like, little things, but not ever, like, a proper fan project. And somebody did, like, a 1-hour video of them doing their own Total Drama season. It was a really well put together thing, too. They did a phenomenal job with it. And, obviously, unsurprisingly, the creators did not like that, but it got so much love and appreciation from all the people that watched it that they're like, wait, people still want to watch, like, the original cast? And it's like, yeah, they've been saying that since the new cast got introduced. And so now, as a result, they're like, maybe we could, like, still capitalize on this. And we're like, yeah, you could have been, and haven't been. So that's the reason that it's coming back, is literally because they got butthurt that a fan made such a good take on it. Because it's them, like, years later. The plot of it is, because it's a better All-Stars version is what it is. But it's got them set, like, years later. Like, all the kids have grown up, like, they're all adults now, they're all, like, living their own lives, stuff like that. But, like, everything was all, like, the animation was done really well, all the voice acting was incredibly good. Like, everybody did a phenomenal job on it, and then they just got butthurt that people are like, wow, I'd really love to see more of this, and they're like, no, that's ours. If anyone's gonna make more of it, it's going to be us. Now, the real question is, will they butcher their new season or not, is the real question. For anybody that watched All-Stars, you know how much they butchered that one. In my opinion, All-Stars is the worst season, just character-wise of, like, what they did. I'm not a big fan of Facateo Island, but it's not bad. It's got its moments. It's better than All-Stars, because they're new characters, so, like, you know, there's not multiple seasons of, oh, this is what this character is, and we're just gonna throw it away in one episode. I am gonna go back and heal, though, since I caught that by Brava. Might as well. But yeah, I will still uphold World Tour is my favorite, and then Redonkulous Race, then Island. I'm trying to think. It'd be Revenge of the Island after that, and then Action, and then Facateo, and then All-Stars. That would be my order, from favorite to least favorite. I'd say All-Stars is the only, like, truly bad one. I wasn't big on Facateo when I first watched it, and, like, every time I've watched it since, I've just appreciated it that much more. But I will still hold, as much as I like Max, he is just a glorified reskin of... God, what's his name? The sort of villain, not really villain from Johnny Test, whoever it is. I don't remember his name. I really don't. I'm actually going to go heal here to get the berry, since I'm already out. But, like, he's just essentially that guy. Of, like, thinks he's super evil, but, like, he also does a lot of really nice things, too. So he's not evil at all, really. It's just that he wants something, and he will not so much stop at nothing to get it, but, like, he's going to try more than a normal person would to get it. Yeah, Bling Bling. There we go. Or whatever his actual name is. I don't know. Ooh, that was a citrus berry. Those are actually really good. For anybody wondering, citrus berry, a hold item that restores 30 HP in battle. Early game, well, even, like, in professional gameplay. That's not, like, the best hold item you can have, but it's pretty good. It's one of those, like, if you don't know what to put on your Pokemon, just throw one of those on. It's a very good choice. Might be Eugene. Freaking Eugene. It could be worse, it could be Wayne. I think that's my favorite one of, like, the faux villain character that's not really a villain. And it's from Zoe 101 of all things. It's like the leader of, like, the tech geek club, and he agrees to help, and it's less of, like, he gets bullied into it, and instead of, like, he just, like, creeps on girls, and so he'll only agree to do whatever if, like, Zoe goes on a date with him or something like that. And so whenever they get annoyed by him, because he doesn't like his actual name, he goes by Firewire, which is also stupid. But they just yell at him, Wayne! And you can just hear him, like, screaming in agony like he's been shot. It's like, really, Wayne? Like, that's the worst name you could think of? There's worse names out there than Wayne. Oh, right, I was gonna... Well, I can just save here. Freaking Wayne. Maybe he just doesn't like it because it does seem... Like, it's not our generation, it's not a common name. Like, one generation back, it's relatively common, but there's not very many people that are in, like, their 20s or their teens that are named Wayne. It kind of fell from grace a little bit, but that's normal. These things go in a cycle, they always do. Then again, my cousin's name is Hugh, and I don't think Hugh is a very common name for our generation either. I only know 2 other people named Hugh, and they're, like, well into their 60s, so... Just be quiet and let everybody take in and appreciate how obnoxious this is. I guess it could be worse. They could have made it a lot louder. Because it's not super loud relative to the other sound effects or, like, the text that scrolls through boxes. It's not as bad. It's not like the Zelda, oh hey, you're about to die, you should probably do something about that noise. But is it still obnoxious? Yeah, it's still obnoxious. Thankfully, I believe we've got either... I'm pretty sure it's less than 2. It's either 1 or no more fights before the boss here. So I think we're pretty much good. No, there's still gonna be 1 more. I'm pretty sure this is Scrub. This, I believe, is your chance to recapture... Oh yeah, you were right. There were the other ones there. This is your chance to recapture Hitmontop if you didn't get him before. I don't think he has a new Shadow Pokemon. This looks about the same team. He had a Why Not before. I think he had a Geodude? I don't remember if he did or not. But I don't think he gets a new one. I'm pretty sure this is where you'd be able to catch it again. I'm gonna use Surf Protect. And the reason why is in case that Wobbuffet pulls out the right counter move. Because I know this is just gonna completely destroy Graveler, let's be honest. But if it pulls out the right thing, then that could potentially damage Fortress, so... Not that it did that much damage, so, like, really, it shouldn't take that much on return, but... With how those counter moves work, sometimes it's anybody's guess, really. I thought that would have evolved by now, but I guess not. So at this point, I'm pretty much just going to leave Wobbuffet alone, because all it has is Counter and Mirror Coat, which both only do damage if it takes damage, so if you don't attack it, it can't do anything to you. So you can just leave it on the field all you want. That was what I did when I captured Hitmontop. I just left Why Not on the field and didn't do anything to it. If it can't damage you, then, like, why would you bother? I think the only other thing it might have is Safeguard, but I could be wrong about that. That may be... No, that's not a Shadow. See what I mean? Counter, but it failed. Fortress must recharge. In the meantime, I'll just vomit on this Metacham. Might as well. Oh, but it missed. Of course it missed. Well, the upside to him not having a Shadow Pokemon means that I don't have to go back and save after this. just move on to the next room. I'm still going to try to poison him again. I don't know if Hyper Beam's going to be enough or not, so I want to be able to have both attacks available from both my team to be able to do this. So, it can just enjoy being poisoned for the time being. Or I could just be a dick and just keep calling over and over and just let the clock run out on this guy's life. First by poison. Alright, let's give it a go. See how it does. I feel like it's going to be just enough to not take it out total between this and Mudshot. They're both normal moves, so I guess if he picks wrong and goes with Mirror Coat, then he might not be able to do anything. And yeah, sure enough, I was right. He picked the right one, and that means whoever that is dead. And then he's going to get killed by poison, so Fortress is going to get all the experience here. Oh, I actually do get to pick who to send out. Let's take a look and see if anybody's close to a level. Hey! Hey, Typhlosion, how do you feel about getting a level up just by being? Thanks for the level up, nerd. What a scrub. For Swift, huh? Well, we can at least take a look before we do anything else here. Obviously, I'm not getting rid of Flamethrower. That's not happening. Flame Wheel. I could get rid of Flame Wheel. Because bear in mind, again, this is before physical special split. However, having 2 fire moves is nice in case that does run out of PP. It's obviously not going to here, but that's not to say it wouldn't later. I feel like you keep Dig just for the type coverage, and also to get him out of there if somebody's got Surf or, I was going to say Earthquake, it'd still get hit by Earthquake, but if it had Surf. And I like keeping Smokescreen to lower accuracy. I don't know if I would get anything for Swift. I don't feel like it's important enough to get rid of any of these. The only one that would make sort of sense is Flame Wheel, but even though it's only 60 power and this is also 60, it's also getting stabbed from this, so it's going to do more damage. I don't feel like it's worth this attack never misses. I feel like we got enough of those between everything else. Umbreon's got it if we keep Umbreon. Espeon's got Swift. Umbreon has Feint Attack. I feel like we don't need this. So I'm gonna give it up. I don't need it. He doesn't even, like, run away or anything like that after some dialogue. He just disappears into the ether. Well, again, I'm not going to waste my time going all the way back there, so... I should have just used the Lemonade. I totally forgot I had those. You know what? Put these up here where I can actually see them. So if I'm actually going to use this, I doubt it, but... There we go. Do I want to be cheap and see what Ein has? I know he's got Raikou, obviously, because that's the only legendary dog that's left. We've already got the other 2. I'm not even going to look at the moveset. I just want to see what he has for a team. Like, does he have predominantly electrics? Because if he does, I'm just going to use the Earthquake Protect combo and just kick his ass. And I'm going to kick his ass. No. He actually only has 2 electric types, and one of them is Raikou. I'm not going to say what they are, in case anybody didn't want to be spoiled by it. And again, I'm not looking at this for their moves. I'm more looking at, like, what would this be weak to? Oddly enough... I'm trying to do all this in my head, which is a horrible idea. I think that's the best team to go with. He's actually higher level than me. Not by a lot, but he is. His team's mostly 47s. Raikou is 40, but the rest of them are 47 or 48. I'm just gonna steal your treasure before I go to fight you. HP up. We'll go ahead and use that. This isn't a competitive team here. I might as well go ahead and throw it on. This thing's already a tank. Let's just add more. Also, I didn't put an item on you. I'm just gonna be a dick and make Hyper Beam even stronger than it already was and give you the Silk Scarf. Because Hyper Beam wasn't powerful enough. We had to make it worse on top of that. Disc has been scrubbed all day. Dude, you can't erase anything completely on technology. How many times do I have to tell people this? Like, oh, I can just erase it. Like, no, you can't erase anything completely. You want to erase something completely from technology? Don't have it on anything to begin with. Alright, let's do this. I was really hoping he wasn't going to open with that Altaria, but he did, so that's very unfortunate. Dang it. I was really hoping he wasn't going to do that. And yeah, in case you hadn't guessed, this... Because every single one of these guys has their own gimmick, right? Like, Venus has Attract, Dakim uses the Earthquake Protect combo, Mirror B doesn't have one particular strategy. His is like using Rain Dance and like a bunch of stuff to basically get his Pokemon's health back. This guy is literally the Earthquake... Or not the Earthquake, the Rain Dance Thunder combo. That's what he likes to do. Also, I was not paying attention, so I'm going to use Yawn again. Try to get this... Ah, you jackass. Well, good thing I did use Yawn, because whatever this comes out as, yeah, is just going to get put to sleep. I guess there's one way to destroy it completely, is like, if it's on, like, say a USB that like never had anything imported or was never plugged into a computer or anything like that, then you could like literally just smash it until literally nothing remained of it. Then there'd be no way to get any data from it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get that thing right now. Because it's probably just gonna fly again, let's be honest here. So we might as well just kick the crap out of Huntail. Ah! He planned for it. Please don't send in your legendary. Alright, good. I think this might be the first guy I've seen thus far that has actually, like, called back his Pokemon and switched them out for another. Which already makes me have more respect for him because he realizes that that is a thing that you can do. Ah, that's why you did it, you jackass. You baited me with that Huntail. You knew I couldn't resist and you were right. Oh, you jackass. Alright, well. That was my own fault for getting got by that. You know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. Ein's the smartest guy we fought so far. He knew exactly what I was going to do, and he called it perfectly. I just got straight up outplayed on that one. Also, I wish I'd had Water Absorb on Quagsire, but I didn't. I had Damp, which sucks. Obviously no. So that leaves these three for options. Really, it kind of narrowed it down to two. I wasn't going to send out Quillfish while there's an electric type on the field. Oh, come on. I thought I had that Altaria. I think Espeon might be able to outspeed that Altaria, maybe. I don't plan on attacking that. I'm not going to fall for that trick twice in a row. I don't remember if it pulls over an electric attack. Well, no, it doesn't, because it didn't last time, so I'm just going to throw that. and it's going to hit, I assume... Would he be dumb enough to throw out Huntail after that Altaria died? Because if he is, that thing's about to get annihilated. Yeah, Damp prevents explosions, unfortunately. You can either get Water Absorb or Damp whenever you catch it. Water Absorb means if it gets hit by a water attack, instead of taking the damage, it actually gets health back. So, in the instance of this game, it is absolutely a better move because it's less situational. Because Explosion and Self-Destruct doesn't come up as often as getting hit by a water attack. Also, I was right, and get out of here, Huntail. You're not going to be able to bait me again with that crap. Golbat, if I am correct. Indeed. The rain stopped. But the camera didn't. The camera never stops. Let's just completely screw with Golbat as much as I can. Get wrecked. I know that means that Raikou's about to take that Thunderbolt, but it is an electric type, so I don't expect it to die in one hit, provided it does not get critical hitted. Even then, I feel like it might be okay. Let's hope we don't find out. That would be preferable. Let's just not find out. Yeah, he's fine. Even with a critical hit, that wouldn't have killed him. I was kind of hoping it would paralyze him, but no dice, so we'll take care of that in a minute. You can do it, Espeon. I believe in you. Nice, nice. Ooh, even better. That leaves potential for it to kill itself whenever it goes. Ah, nope, no luck. Apparently Confusion is just going to be completely useless for and against me this round, because everybody that's been hit by it has not actually hurt themselves in the Confusion. Okay, so... that's an obvious no. I think for the time being it needs to be Fortress. Because, I mean, there's also a water electric, so Typhlosion's not going to do much better. He'll just blast me with Hydro Pump and that'll be the end of it, you know? So might as well get Mr. Chubby Chipmunk Cheeks paralyzed here. I've always thought this was the worst looking of the three legendaries. Raikou is genderless, so I don't think Attract does anything on a genderless Pokemon. Can't poison it. Could protect. But we need to attack Lantern, and Ampharos doesn't have any non-attacking, or any attacking moves that are not electric, so we can't do that. So, that leaves Hyper Beam. I'll say that's the one upside to using it, is in terms of stuff like that, it's not very hard to come to a conclusion of which move to use, because two of the four of them pretty much get negated right away. I think probably stand do that one more time, I would guess. Good. The tears don't fall, they crash around me. Same thing again, you need to recharge. And I think that's about where we're going to leave him, Chief. Also, at some point, I need to nickname my team once I get it completely finalized. I've got 2 nicknames in mind thus far. I actually am going to Protect, because I feel like it's just going to use Thunder on him again. Dude. Huh, interesting. Didn't realize that. But I don't remember my Gen 5 that well. I do plan on, after I get as far as I can in Platinum, because I've beaten the story, but stupid me outside of Munchlax is trying to get as much as I can done in terms of actually getting the Pokemon for the Pokedex, because I feel like that is part of the experience a little bit as well, but I'm not going to be, like, going way, way, way out of my way to do anything. But after I get that done, I am going to play through Black and White again. One of them, I don't know which. I had Black, I think. Me and my friend usually pick opposites of each other. Like, we had since Diamond and Pearl, because we could never find Ruby. But I picked Diamond and he picked Pearl. I think I had Black and he had White. I could be wrong about that, though. It might have been the other way around. I've still got it here somewhere. I don't remember. I don't remember hardly anything about... don't hardly remember anything about Black and White, honestly. Might as well throw Cotton Spore at it. Doesn't make any difference. Dude. Please. Please. Don't let me start spamming revives to keep my team alive. Because I ain't sending out that Quillfish until I'm either forced to or you're out of Thunder. Because I know it will die in one hit if I do. Might as well start throwing Smokescreen at it until it can't see. Ultra Ball my ass. You should want to be caught in that Ultra Ball. It's the same colors as you. It's black and yellow. It's perfect. You get the best one of the three, technically, because Entei would get a normal Pokeball because it's got red and white on it. Brown too, but red and white. And Suicune would be the Great Ball because it's mostly blue. You're getting the best one, man. I don't know what you're so upset about here. So get your butt in the ball, and don't get out. Dude. Stop. I said it too last time, I think, whenever I caught Suicune. I was like, this is going to be the one that's going to cause the most problems. Because Entei, we caught on the second Pokeball, technically the first, because I just threw a normal one as kind of a throwaway turn. And then Suicune took two. So I knew this one was going to go badly, in terms of just sitting here trying to catch it. I knew it was going to do this. Because every time you go and catch, like, a set of 3 legendaries, there's always one of the 3 will just be the biggest pain in the butt. The other 2 will cooperate fine, but the third one, it just won't. Have another Smokescreen, enjoy it. That's what you get for trying to use a low accuracy move that's going to be decreased even further. It's like, at this point I probably could throw the timer balls. I'm pretty sure we've gotten up to turn 10 at this point. We've wasted like 4 turns doing this. Surely we've got to be pretty close to turn 10. I'm not even sure what other moves this thing has other than Thunder and obviously Shadow Rush, but it wouldn't be able to use Thunder after a while here. Smokescreen again! Yeah, I'm going to keep throwing these until it either catches or runs out, and I'm going to move to the timer balls, because I'm very sure at that point we would have passed 10 turns. Leer and Quick Attack. I figure at this point, since the match is basically over, I can look at the move list. Leer and Quick Attack are the other 2 that he has. There we go. Using up all my hard-earned money to try and catch that dumb thing. But we got there in the end. Now turn this stupid alarm off. I'll just take that. Almost didn't see that. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I might as well check. Oh, earthquake. That's not what I thought that was going to be. Okay. Well, we'll hang on to that. I'm going to actually pull up that list of shadow Pokemon again real quick. I'm pretty sure we grabbed everything from here because I went in every possible incorrect direction. So let's see. Yeah, there's not that many in the Shadow Pokemon Lab, actually. There's Apom, Murkrow, Fortress, Ariados, Granbull, Vibrava, and Raikou, so 7. 8 if you didn't pick up Hitmontop earlier on. So that's not too horrible. Okay. Moving swiftly on. And now we can't get back because apparently the door couldn't just stay open. Oh well. Let's get out of this obnoxious area. And onward to glory. What do we got? Also, side note, I don't remember if I ever showed this in my actual playthrough or when Icarus played through. There's like a crap load of ringtones you can actually pick for this. Ooh, I like that one. That's too much of like a running to the bathroom noise, like. I like that one too, though. That's like a very Kirby game sound. I like it. If I need to, oh well, yeah, there we go. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I know where I need to go. You have to give that ROM disk to Net, so we'll go do that. Not to be confused with Ness. We're not playing no Earthbound here. Again, that wasn't too bad as, like, I remember that being a lot worse, but it may have just been I was less patient as a kid. I remember that taking a lot longer, but I also probably went all the way back up and healed and saved after every single battle, as opposed to what I do now of just like, well, if I didn't catch a shadow Pokemon, I'll just use my items and keep going, because it's fine. So we've already gotten 4 this far. That's not too bad. Give me something to do between now and when next we play this. One day I'll get that box back there. One day. Hello, only kid down here that actually matters in any way, shape, or form to the story. You know I'm right. See? I told you, you can't erase anything completely. Yeah, so all he does is give you, like lists bit by bit of all the shadow Pokemon that are in the game. And so, like, the first half of them you would have already seen and probably caught as well. Okay, he doesn't do any other things right now. I thought he would give you, like, your instructions of, hey, you should try going here now, but I guess not. Actually, really quick, is Silva still trapped? Did he get out? Yeah, he did get out, I guess. Yeah, nice. In fact... No, I thought there might be an item in here, but I guess there's not. Do I need to, like, talk to these things? Okay. So that's the idea, is like if you go back to where Silva is, you'll see he's gone, and then it's also telling you that Relgam Tower is now available. Oops. I just saw F and wasn't paying attention to the rest of that. Yeah, that was an F, alright. Yikes. These freaking Ein files. Totally freaking useless. It's cool for the background story, but, like, I don't need to read that. I don't play Pokemon to read. Ugh. Jeez, man. Right, so, before we go to Relgam Tower, or Relgam Tower, however you pronounced it. Was this guy always here? Hi. Oh, again, just another guy that's like, hey, this tower's done. This area that you've been to twice, once to get the gear that What's-His-Face stole, and the other time because the game forced you to, is now this. What I'm going to do first and foremost is actually two things. There's a couple people here you can actually battle, and they give you really good amounts of money for it, because, again, they're retired trainers that, Oh, I already got the berry. We're good on that. I got a citrus berry. I picked that up when I last came here to heal. But thank you for reminding me, because I probably would have forgotten had I not picked it up then. Is at this point now I'm going to go, and at least for the first two that I have in mind, I'm going to nickname my team. I'm going to leave the rest open, bearing in mind Quagsire is not guaranteed to stay on the team if somebody else gives enough channel points to replace it with something else. Then it's going to be the one that goes off my team, so just bear that in mind. But if you want to nickname it, then by all means go for it. Destroy the Nuzleaf. Nobody wants to see nipples on this channel. That's nasty, man. For the record, the two that I have in mind are Typhlosion and Fortress. So that would leave Ampharos, Quagsire, Espeon, and Quillfish available. I'm not going to have anybody donate channel points for that. This one's just straight up, if you've got an idea or multiple, then just put them in chat. I might change that for, like, later versions of when we do stuff like this, but for this one, no, don't worry about it. Just hit him again. Haha, you got paralyzed. Luckily, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. Maybe it is every time you come back to village. I thought it was like an actual in-game clock, but I guess we can check. We're already here. Once we're done with this, anyway. Wiggle, wiggle. If it is, every time that you leave and come back, I might actually just, like, grind for berries off screen. Just for the heck of it. But yeah, like, decent money for winning. Not as much as the peons, but still, over 1,000 is pretty good. So, like, 1344 is enough for an Ultra Ball, so... Oh yeah, maybe it is every time you leave and come back. He gave me another citrus berry. Nice. Just to prove that I did not forget, there are 2 of them there. I mean, if he just, like, gave me a citrus berry every time I left and came back, then... Maybe they change... Maybe he changes which one he gives you every day, and if he does that, then I should definitely be grinding for citrus berries, but... I want to make absolutely sure. I mean, I could look it up, but that would require effort, and I've already been wasting enough time looking up things. I probably actually, like, do need to proper leaves, just, like, go somewhere and go back, and then we'll see. Well, look it up, since I was just sitting there waiting for that animation to go through. That's not helpful, it just tells me what you can get from him, possibly. In case you're curious what you can get, Cherry, Chesto, Pecha, Rouse, and Aspir, which are, restores some sort of bad status. Oh yeah, see, he didn't give me the thing for it, so it's probably just after maybe like a set amount of time or something. Lepo, which is 10 PP, which is pretty good. Oranberry, Prismberry, Lumberry, Citrusberry, and then Figgy, Wiki, Mako, Aguav, and Ipapa, which are all, in my opinion, useless because they can restore HP, but they can also confuse your Pokemon, and why would you risk that? That doesn't seem wise. Unless you just somehow have an ability of, like, this Pokemon cannot be confused. Oh, right, I actually came here to nickname, duh. I'm busy trying to play one-handed here, and it's with my non-dominant hand, so you'll have to forgive me if I mess up where I'm going. Because I'm also, like, only side-eyeing the screen here, so I'm not paying the best attention in the world. Nope, no information on that one either. Alright. I am thinking of a slightly better name, and I'm actually going to hide it for now, and we'll leave it as a surprise. So give me a second here, and I will change it as I feel the need to. I'm going to keep them in all caps, just so you know. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with Fortress. Alright. There we go. So yes, if you have an idea for any of the other ones between Ampharos, Espeon, Quillfish, and for now Quagsire or Umbreon, again, susceptible to change, so could potentially get taken off the team if somebody uses channel points, but maybe not. I am going to do one more thing, and that is buy more Pokeballs, because I'm kind of running low now. And by Pokeballs, I mean mostly Ultra Balls. Might fight him in a second. Just for the heck of it. Because Willie, you can occasionally just go back and refight. He's still going to have Zigzagoon and Lanoon, but you can go and refight him for experience if you'd like, and the money as well. I can only get, like, 18. I usually try to keep it in multiples of 5, so we'll just go with 12 for now. Name Quillfish Quillava just to be confusing. Alright, I'll do that. I feel like we're good on timers. In case you're curious about how the whole works better on weaker Pokemon thing is, anything below level 30. Makuhita, the first one you catch, it's level 30. So almost every single shadow in the game is below that level. Not all of them, but most of them are, so don't bother with this. Netball, Ultra Ball, Pokemon Great Ball, Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fight him. Partially for the experience, partially for the money. Just, why not? You'll have to excuse my being quiet. I was storing up my energy for a quality joke that you're about to hear. You can probably already guess what it is, too. I guess it's time to make him a Wet Willy! Also, yeah, even though he's gotten slightly stronger, he is still grossly under-leveled. 29 and 30 to, like, my mid-40 team. And there goes Linoon. See you later, Space Cowboy. Man, he didn't give me nothing. Didn't give me nothing for winning. But at least we got the experience, so there's that. You know, at some point, if I could actually find it and pray that the copyright gods wouldn't ban it for playing it, I'd actually play Red River Valley so you can hear how it sounds kind of similar. At least the start of it does to where it starts. I mean, it trails off and goes to another spot, but, like, there are definitely some chords in there that sound identical. Mostly right here. Indeed you shall, but I'm no fool, which means I'm switching this back over so that you can't see which Pokemon I'm choosing and therefore be able to read those names. I might have been born at night, but I ain't born last night. There we go. From now on, this Pokemon shall be known as Quillava. This name's luckiness. It goes right off the scale. Man, if only it did increase your luck. Of, like, if you actually gave a Pokemon a nickname, there's a tangible reward for it. Like, it increased your critical rate, or, like, made it to where your Pokemon's happiness increased faster, or something like that. But, no. Oh, well. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So, now that we've done all that, I also forgot to save, which was stupid. Whoa, that camera angle, though, I don't think we've seen that one before. Usually it likes to zoom in on his face, but it didn't do it that time. Also, I don't remember if we picked these up. I think I did on my other file, but I don't think I did here. Yep, totally forgot about those. You can pick those up as soon as you get into Fenac, 3 super potions. Stupid me, just completely forgot about them. You think I'd be better about remembering that? Because in XD, there's little goodies like that hidden everywhere, and in XD in particular, they're really good about giving you some insanely good items. No, I can't do that. I'm no fool. I'm just gonna have to do this. I can't check my Pokemon yet, because it'll just give it away. Alright, cool. Now is that taken care of. So now let's actually go to Relgam Tower, because all we've seen of it thus far is you saw like a little bit of the tower in the background when we first went there, but you like all you could see was just a little tiny chunk of it in the background. You couldn't really go much farther than that. Now, however, we can actually go into the belly of the beast, and this is one of my favorite areas in this game, just in terms of how it looks. Both on the inside and the outside. It looks really cool. I am definitely a sucker for the fancy and love having like tiles like this that are all shiny and polished. Absolutely love it. Also, can we take a minute? I'm just gonna stop and like just listen to the music here for a minute. It's such a good blend of, like, adventure slash a party, but it's not something that you can only listen to for, like, 3 seconds, and then you're like, okay, I'm done, that's getting obnoxious now. It's one you could leave on for a while. It's very nice. And I feel like if you played that song, there's just absolutely no way anybody would remember, like, what it's from. They'd be like, it sounds familiar-ish, but I don't know what it's from. I'm gonna switch up my team so we can at least see one name here. And also because this guy's just gonna use Ludicolo's. So we already know that. I could leave it what we have, I guess. Going back and forth on what I think I should do. You know what, let's just show them both off. Why not? Just show them both off. Then I don't have to keep being coy and subtle about it. We can just go. What's up, Mirby? How you doing? Olé. And tragically, we don't get the seductive disco music this time. Which is a real shame. They should have left it in. Like, come on now. But no. We can't have nice things, not on this channel. You guys should know that by now. Worry not, my friends, he is our shield. Oh, they're both female. Ah, I'll poop on that. Yeah, get burned. That gold up model, dude, it it does not look good. Let's be real here. Yeah, of course you would go with Rain Dance. I'll give you a Rain Dance. Since I already know what both of these turkeys are going to do, they're obviously just going to go and water damage wild. So might as well just be like, nope, too bad, so sad. Haha. Man, if only I had water absorb, though. I would have gotten healed. It wouldn't have mattered, obviously, because he was at full, but he would have gotten healed twice. Rain continues to fall around the playing field. Ludicolo is still on fire. I don't think they're going to let me get away with it, unfortunately, so I'm just going to use Surf and heal, I guess. Because, like, let's be honest, if I try to do the Earthquake Protect thing, they're gonna know and they're gonna hit Quagsire. Or they could do the same thing, okay. But I would have been right, though, because that would have assuredly killed me. It almost killed me at full. It definitely would have killed me at 30. Good lord, man. Yeah, this is not a good type setup here. I want to do Earthquake Protect, but I know it's just going to get me killed. Like, at this point, I just kind of wasted a turn last time. Let's just attempt to go for it. And maybe we'll get lucky and they'll go after Reinhardt. They won't, but maybe. Nope, they won't. There's just no way they were going to let it get through. There's just no way. I'm also feeling like I'm getting to the point where they're starting to catch up to me level-wise, too. I went from being, like, a fair few levels ahead to, like, 1 to 2 below now. Or they're 1 to 2 below, rather. And I can't use Attract. I feel like I might as well try for the Hyper Beam, just trying to get him out of here. Nope. Of course not. That'd be too easy. Obviously, no. I'll try. In theory, it could do extra damage because Poison Sting, but Poison Sting is not exactly the be-all, end-all poison move that will do insane damage here, so. I remember what Quillfish's ability is. Is it Levitate? I don't think it is. Also, good riddance, Golduck. You've been a thorn in my side since this match started. Get out of here. I don't remember if it's the Loudred or the Golduck he has if you didn't, or if you did catch Sudowoodo, but one of those gets replaced by Sudowoodo if you did catch it. If you didn't, he'll be able to catch it here. I'm actually curious now. What was his ability? Oh, it's Swift Swim, which raises speed and rain. That's nice. Try to eliminate it, I guess. Yeah, that won't kill him yet, but provided he doesn't Giga Drain, that'll... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very helpful for me later on. Thanks for doing that. So it'll die at the end of this turn. And of course, Loudred happened to have a Psychic move for no reason at all. Fine, you want to play Psychic? We can play Psychic. Oh, it doubles your speed? Jeez, good lord. I assume that the other ability it can get, at least in this game, I assume it's Poison Point. That would make the most sense of the whole, if you touch it with a physical move, then you've got a chance that you'll get poisoned by it. I'm going to assume that's what it is. Which really, both of those are not horrible. They're both pretty solid. Swift Swim is probably worse if you're not going to run Rain Dance. It's more situational, but it's still not bad. There are definitely worse out there, for sure. Nah, I just want the Ludicolo gone. I'll deal with Armaldo in a little bit. Get him out later. I want the Ludicolo gone now. And that's one of the reasons why I want it gone. I don't think that Leech Seed transfers over to Armaldo. No, it doesn't. Good. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Yep. I thought that was actually going to do a lot more damage, considering Espeon's not... Really thought that was going to do more damage, considering Espeon's physical defense, but sure. We'll run with it. I don't remember Armaldo's type at all. It's Bug and something. It's like Bug and Rock, isn't it? It's... I'm one of those idiots that would absolutely be thrown off by an Armaldo just because I'd have to actually look up what type it is, because I would not remember. I'm pretty sure it's Bug and Rock. It's Bug and something. Which is literally the reason a lot of people like to use it in early gens, is just because it's such like a weird type. Everyone's like, I don't remember what that is. So he gives you the red ID badge. It is Bug Rock. Nice, I got it right. Sweet. See you later, Mirror. I like your Naruto run. It's very good. Well, after Mirror B just thoroughly kicked my ass, let's go and heal. Yikes. Is it weird every time I see, like, guards like that are just wearing suits, I think of Yu-Gi-Oh! When Joey's like, whoa, check out the suits. And that's like early Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty sure that was Duelist Kingdom, and so the voice acting was... I mean, the voice acting Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been phenomenal, but it was especially bad in Season 1. Which also means it's especially funny in Season 1. After I get done with the current playlists of stuff I'm watching on YouTube, I'll probably go and rewatch Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. At least the original, for sure. Because, like, really, who doesn't want to watch the Paradox brothers fight Yugi and Joey for 6 episodes? I don't actually think it's 6, I think it's like 5, but it's still, I think, outside of, and it might be even included or tied with, I think it's like the longest running dual episode count-wise. Maybe tied with, like, Merrick Ishtar. And again, I'm not going to save because we didn't capture any shadows. We'll check out the suits. Actually, I'm curious. What's everybody's favorite from OG Yu-Gi-Oh? No GX, no 5Ds, no Zexal. If it was 5Ds and Zexal, I wouldn't even recognize who you're referring to, so don't even bother. Who's your favorite character? Be it their deck-wise, their character-wise, or both? Mine would obviously be Kaiba, because, like, hello, he's awesome. Okay, so Earthquake Protect boy, huh? Obviously we need to keep these two out. Like, these two can't really do much. They're just going to get destroyed. We could just do... You know what? Let's have a battle. This is going to be the Earthquake Protect battle. That's what this is going to be. Cypher admin Chunky Monkey would like to battle. Oh, see, now I just want to use Surf, because these are both ground. Oh, gosh, and Earthquake's not going to hit fly. It's not going to hit either of those, actually. They both have Levitate. Or one of them does, and the other one is flying, so it wouldn't get hit by... Oh, you just threw that right in my face. That was way too easy. I'm going to protect, just because I want to see what happens. I don't think this is going to kill either one of them, but I want to see what they do. Oh. Oh. Let's hope this kills them. Nope. Well, we know what's about to happen now. Well, Quagsar's toast. I'm just gonna try to protect again, please. Yes. Okay, good. At least someone's gonna survive this. I knew that Quagsire was absolutely gonna be the target, but still. Well, okay, so that changes things. So Ampharos is obviously a no. I think Espeon's the best pick here. If they're gonna have grass moves, like Quillfish would do okay because Poison's gonna counteract the double damage. Oh, Espeon tanked that pretty well. I feel like we just need to like unload on one of them. Just get one of them out. I'll think mine's actually not too bad. She kind of gets the short end of the stick in terms of, like, that she actually is a pretty good duelist. She just loses a lot because she ends up facing, typically, like, either the protagonist, which always wins, or the antagonist, which always wins against anybody that's not the #1 protagonist. Also great fire moves as well, huh? Alright, let's go with Quillfish then. But of course, who could forget the ultimate Ultra Champ who's never lost a duel, Taya Gardner? Who is, I believe, at least through watching the original and GX, I believe she is the only duelist that is undefeated. I don't think she's lost ever. I know it's not very effective, but I want to chip away at it. She actually duels a lot of people. She duels My Valentine in Duelist Kingdom and beats her. She duels, technically it's off screen, but they mention it multiple times. When Joey's training, he's like, yeah, I could really use the help. Taya beat me 3 times in a row. And Yugi looks at him and goes, actually, she beat you 5 times, Joey. So she's beaten Wheeler multiple times. I'm probably going to lose this. She dueled Crump in the Virtual World arc and beat him. She's actually dueled a fair few times. I'm pretty sure there's another time she dueled and also won. I just can't remember what it is offhand, but she's actually beaten a lot of people. Okay, so rather than the Earthquake Protect combo, this is more like the Earthquake Levitate combo. I need to... Do I even want to try to keep... No, I don't think I want to keep trying to fight this. I'm just gonna let him beat me. I don't want to waste the items. Like, I'd be wasting the revives at this point. Not Tristan. I don't think she's dueled Tristan. If you mean if Tristan's lost a duel, yeah, he's lost a duel before. He lost to Nesbit in the Virtual World arc. He basically sacrificed himself to save Serenity, which was stupid because Duke Devlin was going to do the same thing and he would have survived it. And Tristan was like, nope, I want to be the hero. I actually don't remember when else Tristan has dueled. He has definitely dueled less than Taya has on screen, for sure. Alright, now that I know we're going to be spamming the stupid Earthquake Levitate combo, now that I know what to expect, this is going to be a little bit easier. I did not mean to go there. And back out we go. That's where I wanted to go. Let's have a look at Mr. Tristan Timothy Taylor. That's not his middle name. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think they ever say what his middle name is. Tristan Taylor is the only confirmation we have. Usually on the wiki they keep like a list of all their win and loss. Yeah, I should have switched up my team, but I wasn't paying attention. No, can't find it. Oh well. Maybe it's because he's also not a main character, so that could be why too. Why I'm not finding it. So I can get away with this. Well, even with a critical, that didn't do very much. See, if Wish Cash had been the right gender, I could have also used Attract, and I could have just locked it down and just, like, focused all my attention on one Pokemon, but since I know they're going to go after him... Like, obviously they are. Let's not be stupid. They're going to go after Quack. With Solar Beam? Come on, they're not going to target somebody else. In before he actually doesn't target what is now Espeon and actually went for... No, he didn't. Let's say even AI's not that stupid. Ah, oh, so close. Alright, well I know what I'm doing here. I know it's not very effective. Ah, you jackass. Just went and healed. Because obviously that would have killed him. Like, let's be real. With minimal damage, that would have absolutely been enough. Yeah, and then Earthquake for a double kill. Ha ha ha. Really funny. This might be telling me I need to level up a little bit more. Water, ground, together. See, that's the problem. We don't have any grass moves or grass types to just completely eat away at that Wish Cash. Umbreon might have actually been a better pick here. I might have considered pulling it out for this. At the risk of being stupid unlucky and that thing has the ability to take in water from Surf. I don't need it to pull out superhuman damage here, I just don't want it to eat it and get more health. Yeah, he didn't appreciate that, but unfortunately for him, the damage has been done. He's about to eat shit. I'm not sure. That's almost assuredly gonna... Nope, didn't actually. Actually survived it. Maybe he would though, yeah. Because if he had gotten the turn to go, he would have fired Hyper Beam, and Hyper Beam would have killed him. I'm going to try to get a hit with Typhlosion. Well, he's going to be dead at the end of next turn, so there's at least that. I'm going to try to get this attack off with Typhlosion, and I know there's no way either one of these guys are going to survive, so... Because obviously he's going to be faster, so he's going to be the one that has to do it. Alright, so Claydol's dead. Wish Cash will be dead at the end of the turn. We know he has Flygon, but we don't know what else he's got. He is sticking with Flygon, which makes sense because he's going to use Earthquake. Yep. So Flygon won't get hit by that, and that should be a double. Nope, not a double. I need more time to heal my team as much as I can here. And at this point, like, I might as well use up Ampharos' turn because it can damage either one of those. The only thing it can damage is potentially what gets sent out here. Fortress, okay. That's unfortunate that I just lost my fire type because that would have just destroyed him. Definitely trying to cheese this fight in every way possible. I'm fully aware that's what I'm doing. I just need that yawn to get through. We are actually in with a chance here now. Who would I rather keep alive? He's got a better chance to go first. Nice. And in theory, between stab and 4x damage, that should be enough to kill him. Well, with a critical, it's absolutely enough to kill him. That's not what I would have expected, because that is very weak to Earthquake. It might die right now, actually. Houndoom's not, like, from what I remember, it's not phenomenal in the defense department. It's been a long time since I've used a Houndoom, though. Yeah, it's already gone. Well, that's good news for me. That's one less thing I have to fight, so I appreciate the help. After all the times that Levitate screwed me over, it's only fair he ended up screwing himself over there. Alright. We have definitely got a good shot at winning this now. So this is a... not a flying dragon. This is a ground dragon. Which unfortunately means the best thing to attack it with would be ice, which we don't have. Surf would do normal. Psybeam's gonna do normal, but like these are high damage moves, at least in relative term to our team. So probably the best bet is to just try and hit it really hard and eliminate it before it wakes up. Which I think we got it with that. If it didn't wake up, because Espeon's gonna go before it, even if it does wake up. So, nope, we got it. Cool. He actually made me work for that one a little bit. But our reward is eternal headbanging. And really, that's what everybody came here for. My only loss is... I mean, you beat us, so... That's 2 down and 2 to go. No, there is no way to skip through these whole, like, standing on these platforms and going through things. I'll tell everyone he earthquaked his whole team. I mean, he did, it just didn't do anything to most of them. But yeah, he absolutely earthquaked his whole team. That is a better comp. Like, he did genuinely have a better team, though, because that's a better setup, because, like, it still does the same thing as Earthquake Protect, but you don't have to waste a turn using Protect. You still get to attack with your second Pokemon, so it is a better strategy. You're just going to be more limited in the Pokemon you can use, because less Pokemon are going to have Levitate than the amount of Pokemon that can learn Protect, I assume. I assume pretty much everything could learn Protect, or like a pretty high percentage could. Bye, Rui. We'll miss you. It's so much fun to get her stuck on a wall. It's so easy to do, too. Now we can actually go through this middle door. I'm pretty sure that's a grunt. Also, if I'd known there was a heal station and a save station right here, I would have just done that, but... At least now I don't have to worry about it. Also, what's this little booklet over here? Can I interact with this in any way, or is it just a little... No, it's just a little thing. Okay, cool. I'm going to take you to hell! Oh, dear doom, okay. Alright, Bopin. Bop it. Twist it. Poisons, huh? Alright, we can do some poison strats here. But what to do? Well, when in doubt, let's just see what he does first and foremost by stopping him from doing what he's probably planning on doing. Earthquake Protect. That didn't do crap, man. Bye. Oh, he just barely survived that. That's gotta be single-digit health. Hey, Viper, how's it going? Been a while. I like you, but unfortunately I like Zangoose a little bit more, so... Getting the feeling they don't like Quagsire very much. Well, that was pathetic, but maybe that was just by comparison to the guy we just fought. Still, you're bopping. Forget bopping, more like quake it. Jeez. Might as well heal the, like, collective 20 damage that he did to me. Really thought he would have a Shadow Pokemon, but I guess not. Normally I don't save after battles like that, unless it's a boss or a Shadow, but it was right there, so... Okay, well, we've got lots of options here. Noom. Well, which one do we fight? Ladies first? First of all, let's mix this up a little bit. Are you looking to get past this door? No. You're 10 years too young. What? You're 10,000 light years away from facing Brock. Or is it supposed to be a play on the Super Mario RPG of, it'll take you 100 years to catch me? Well, we have picked right. Sunflora, the shadow Pokemon. Alright, well then we know what to do with Jumpluff. Bye! I'm gonna risk it. I know Flamethrower's gonna kill that. And I'm gonna guess probably whatever she has for her last one will also be a grass. Bye, Jumpluff. Also, I think I've mentioned it before, but in case anybody didn't notice it or hadn't heard it before, the shadow image of Jumpluff, where the little like pom-pom things are that are circular, the shadows of them are still rectangular. Like you can see, they're more they look more polygonal. I'm really glad I switched over to Wild now. That just burnt through 2/3 of their team. The only reason it's not going to burn through the last one is because I don't want it to. You got poisoned. See if we can just prevent it from trying to use Solar Beam altogether. It'll just use it inside the ball and just make the ball shake really violently. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening. Oh well, bye Sunflora. Luckily you're gonna be sent to the PC, so at least you won't be poisoned. What do you mean I lost? Why? Well, because I had Flamethrower, that's why you lost. I'm pretty sure that that dude's also gonna have a shadow. If I had to guess. And knowing my luck, he's gonna be a water trainer, and it's that team of having Wild and Quilava is not gonna work very well. Because usually when you have trainers like that, like in the same room, if one of them is gonna use all one type, the other trainer is gonna use all one type. It may be a different type from what the first person did, but it's gonna be all one type usually. It could be the same, though, because usually the first people that come to mind of, like, a room with all trainers using the same type is literally a gym with all the trainers and the leader. Maybe one day they'll switch up the gym idea, and instead of, like, it being a type, it'll be like, oh, these are Pokemon that people typically, like, never, ever, ever use. Whether it's because they're bad or they're just forgotten or whatever. Alright, Arton. No, this also looks like a team I could set on fire. Because those are both ice. Cool. That works for me. This will give Typhlosion a chance to shine after it hadn't been able to for a little while here. Oh, ew. I was going to say, if it's going to be a shadow, it has to be Delibird. Piloswine we already caught. Really quickly. Oh, it's a female. Oh well. Oh, it has a penis. That's unfortunate. Oh well, can't win them all, right? So I think he had a third Pokemon, so I guess we could see what that is at least. See you later, Piloswine. Oh. Wow, we're picking out all the bad ice types today. Awesome. Oh, please, like I was going to attack you with Typhlosion. You would have gotten destroyed. Unfortunately, it still works even if you're not attacking the Pokemon that used Attract on you, which is weird. Adios, Glalie. You will not be missed. You're both creepy and bad. Not a good combination. That, yeah, okay. Well, if it's gonna have a track, might as well pull out our other female Pokemon, so that ain't happening again. That looked more like a belly flop, but okay. Now, what are we going to be able to hit this thing with that it's not going to just immediately die? Swift is the first thing that comes to mind. Ice Flying Mud Shot ain't gonna work on it. Try Poison Sting, I guess. Now that it's paralyzed, it can't get poisoned on top of that, so... The big issue here, which is probably what it's gonna do, is use Attract. Did in that turn because it had two females and before I switched them out, so of course it wouldn't try to do it there, but see how it does. Yeah, I could probably do that one more time and be okay. Yeah, I had a feeling. I found hearts in this bag for you. Espeon, you have to destroy the ones you love. Jeez. How many times do we have to teach this lesson? Watch it just do Attract again. No, it's gonna fly, okay. Well, let's just waste our time with that. Used belly flop. We're kind of bad wasting an Ultra Ball on this, but whatever. Because we're kind of at the point where the Great Ball is not really that useful either, because they're getting close to 50, so, you know. Ah! Let's try lowering your HP a little bit more. That ought to work. Actually, you know what? Ah, I thought we had it there. Let the smoke screening begin. Or you can fly up into the air. Sure, that works too. I'm gonna hit him with smoke screen anyway. I need to find that quote again. I can't remember what it is. I think it's I'm gonna vote him out anyway. Of course, the original line is I'ma kill him, but it's still funny. At some point, maybe I'll actually stream some Overwatch. If I thought my internet could hold it, I probably would, but it probably can't. I just love that. Comes back from the bathroom. Brandon, they took your Hanzo. I'ma kill him. It's like that. I'm gonna kill him. He's dead to me, he's dead to the team, and now he will be dead to the world. One of these days, I'm actually gonna get good at playing Hanzo. I need to be better about playing hit scan because I'm not very good at hit scan. I guess I can play some hit scan, but like sniper hit scan, no, I've never been good at sniping ever. Not with a like typical sniper, so no, not Hanzo, not Widowmaker, not Ashe. I'm pretty good with Mei, pretty good with Zenyatta. And if you're saying Zenyatta's not a sniper, you need to go play Zenyatta again because he can absolutely snipe people across the map. I just don't play Zenyatta that much though. He's not my go-to for healers. If I'm picking what healer, it's going to be Lucio, Moira, or Mercy, and possibly Ana. And I feel like that's enough coverage on healing, because I try to cover pretty well. I'm not, like, amazingly good with any character, but I've got enough of them to where I can hold my own pretty well. Because that'd be all my healers for tanks. Roadhog, Zarya, Reinhardt. That's probably it for those. For DPS, there's like a million. Soldier, Pharah, Sombra, Mei. There's a bunch in DPS that I could do pretty well. Symmetra. Okay, so you used Attract a bunch. So the best strategy here, provided that's still happening, is to go in with 2 different genders. So at least one person, in theory, would not be able to get hit by it. Problem being, she could also throw out 1 male and 1 female. Like that. Like that. So, how shall we do this? Probably just go after the Colosseum, honestly. I have better moves to go after it right now. Thought that'd do a little bit more than that, not gonna lie. Well, at least you already moved. Yeah. Sure, go ahead and give him all these status effects after he's already taken his turn. See, that's more what I'm talking about. Granted, that's going to sacrifice another turn, but geez, that's way better. I guess. I don't know. It's really coming to mind right now for like, oh, this would work really well. Like, I don't really need Wild right now. It's so low on health, it's probably going to die from whatever it gets hit by anyway. I would have just thrown another Poison Sting if it wasn't for the fact that it just got completely eaten by the status effects. It wouldn't have gone through almost assuredly. I mean, there's always a chance it could go through. That chance is so low, it might as well be 0, really. Let's just try to do what they're doing to us. Nope, they got it at first. Now we have 2 people in love. One of them's gonna be dead. Well, if the Thunderbolt goes through, he's gonna be dead. Please let it go through. Ah, but it wasn't enough because of the stupid freaking Giga Drain. Otherwise, it would have been enough. Alright, this guy, he needs to go. Like... Oh, all this... Oh, so when it happens to you, you're just like, nope, I'm done. I'm just bailing, like, just ran straight out the gate, like, nope, I'm done. I'm washing my hands without a track. Not even dealing with it. Yeah, it's not so funny when it gets used on you, huh? Yeah, no more healing yourself, thanks. Get enough of that from the Leech Seed users, thanks. Oh, look who's back! Ready to get hit by Attract again? Ready to apparently. Jeez. Well, if that's the case... Oh. Yeah, I was gonna use Attract on Raichu. I forgot it needed a turn to recharge, though. Back down to there where you were. Alright, in the meantime, though... I'm considering it, but I know I shouldn't, so I won't. I was saying, like, I could just nuke everyone if I could get Misdreavus out of there. I could just nuke everyone with Earthquake. I assume whatever else is going to get thrown out either will not have Levitate or will not be flying or something that's immune to ground. Oh, awesome. That's what I wanted. Thanks. The Attract wasn't enough. You just had to go and throw a Thunder Wave there on top of it, huh? Hold on a minute. Oh, well, it's paralyzed. It's not going to be able to go first over Ryan. There's no way. Sure. I was going to check in their speeds, and it was like, Quillfish is probably going to be faster, so I could... knock out Misdreavus, and then after knocking out Misdreavus, I could use Earthquake and knock out whoever was remaining, potentially. Raichu for sure, and then whoever else was left, if she had anybody left on her team that hasn't come out yet. But apparently none of her team has come out, since they can only attract the opposite genders and not the same ones. Because, you know, they put all that stuff in the water and it pollutes it and it turns all the frogs gay. If you've not seen that, just look up, like, turning all the frogs gay. You'll probably find it. It's just this guy that, like, he just goes off on, like, these wild, stupid theories. Like, beyond, not even like, oh, you have, like, conflict of opinion stupid. Just, like, to the point where it's hilarious. Just, like, stuff of, like, at what point did we get put in a position where we had to start thinking about eating our neighbors? And I'm like, I don't think we've gotten to a point where we've thought about eating our neighbors. I think if you've gotten to that point, you need to call someone and tell them you have a problem. Like, that's like world-ending apocalypse level of desperate right there, man. We have not gotten that far down the hill, sorry. It's so stupid, though. It's hilarious. I just really want this Raichu gone. Raichu, more like Baichu. See, all I did was type in turning, and turning all the frogs gave us the first thing that came. Alex Jones, that's what it is, yeah. Literally the first one is the five most disturbing and ridiculous conspiracy theories. But they're, like, funny, practically. I don't know if he believes them or not, if it's just a joke, but it's funny either way. Oh, I wish I had Ampharos now. Absolutely get rid of that. Body slam. Isn't that what that Delibird did earlier when it tried to use Fly? Because it looked like a body slam. And you got paralyzed. Everybody's paralyzed. You got 3 Pokemon paralyzed. One is confused. The only reason the last one doesn't have any status is because it literally just appeared on the field. I really want Ampharos back in the game, so I'm just gonna use up some turns here. That was like the perfect amount of health too, almost. Restored to 80 and I got 79 back from it, so that's pretty good. So now it's in love, it's paralyzed, and it's confused. Yeah. Methinks it is time to switch to another team member. you've got 2 females on the team, so we're going to try and screw you over with this. Because now I'm just going to send out both of mine, and Attract isn't going to work anymore. And you've got nobody left to switch to, so you're stuck actually fighting me. As opposed to making this a double date. I figured that would have done more damage, but I guess not. Alright, so first things first, Melodic has got to go. Let's just double up, just in case. Especially when something like this happens. I'm kind of shocked that didn't go after Ampharos, though. That's who I would have targeted to try and stop. Thunderbolt's still going to do more damage than Hyper Beam will, between stab and double damage from weakness. It actually survived it, though. Flamethrower, which means that guy's toast. More like roast, jeez. As the only completely functional member of my team left right now, Quagsire, you're coming out here. Maybe they'll get distracted by trying to use Attract on you. Like that. They're just like, oh, it's a boy. Quick. Pull out all the seduction techniques you know. Meanwhile, it didn't work. Nice. Wait, it survived that? I don't see any health left on that thing. Get out of here. You have Gen 5 Sturdy for your ability or something? Jeez. Alright, now you're down to 1. That's also paralyzed. At this point, might as well just hit him as hard as we can. We'll throw some dirt on it. As you do with all wounds. Oh, much better. I've been trying to get that burp out for like the last 2 or 3 days. Which sounds nasty, but that was the whole sponsored by GasX joke if you're in the Discord. That was why I put that in there. Just been like super bloated, just a bunch of air that I could not get out in any way, shape, or form, to the point where it was like physically painful. Alright, so that's 3 down. That just leaves Mr. Ein. Mr. Einstein. Okay, so I get like the whole idea of refighting the big 4 bosses here. But, like, outside of that, why is there just, like, dead ends with just, like, little rooms with nothing in them? Like, in terms of making this attraction, why would you put those there? Is that, like, a guest room you can lock up at night? Like, you cart a cot in there and you can just sleep there? Is that what the staff does whenever it's time for them to close up for the night? Like... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Dude, quit hitting that button. Jeez. It's like the 3rd time I mispressed that button. Alright, let's go see if we can't find Mr. Ein here. As you probably already surmised, if you've not played this game before, you do need all of the ID badges. You can't progress into the actual Colosseum itself until you get those badges. So, don't even bother trying. You do, in fact, have to fight them all. It's weird how fast you fight Ein after fighting him for the first time, though. It's pretty immediate. Like, you fight him, get the thing, give the thing to Net, and then you're here, and you could skip most of the trainers and go straight to him. So, like, there's probably only, like, minimum, you probably have to fight, like, what, 2 trainers, maybe, between fighting him the first and second time? Okay, so what do I think he's gonna do? I mean, he did the Rain Dance Thunder thing last time, so... Kind of leaning towards leaving it as it is, honestly. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the Earthquake Protect thing and see how that goes. If he's got a bunch of electrics, this should work really well. If he does not have a bunch of electrics, I'm probably gonna switch over to Quillfish if I lose somebody, if he does Rain Dance again. So at least 1 electric. And we've got a giant lightning rod over here. Like, don't get me wrong, Pelipper's not horrible. I've used it as an HM user before, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, then tried to use it for fighting, but if it goes up and against Electric, it's toast, man. It's not going to be able to do anything. Ah, you jackass. Well, I just wasted that Earthquake. He's going to bless the rains down in Africa, and then meanwhile, Earthquake's going to do nothing. You're protected. You're protected. And it won't affect you because you're flying. So you know what? Let's try that one more time. Nope. Well, you know what? It'd be worth it to get rid of that stupid... barely. Oh, well, it's gone now. And whatever we throw out is going to get hit by this Earthquake. So obviously these two are absolutely out right now. I can send out Ampharos later if I really wanted to. So it's going to be between these two. And yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Quillfish has better physical defense than Espeon does. It's actually been kind of refreshing to use Quillfish because I don't typically use physical attackers that often. I am very much a special attacker person. Also, apparently, Poison's weak to ground. Didn't know that. The more you know. Luckily, he didn't survive it either, so there's that at least. Quagstar gets to hog all the experience for himself. If he throws out an electric, I'm just going to use Mud Shot on it. Nope, he didn't even do that. Ah, that was smart, though. That was a smart move. Because I know that thing's probably got Lightning Rod, which means if I try to throw an electric attack at it, it's just not going to do anything. Let's see if mine isn't a tiny bit more effective against something that's, oh, I don't know, quad weak to it. Alright, no more of that. Let's actually be able to kill this Pelipper now. Unless he, you know, throws something else out that's also got it. Starmie? No, Starmie doesn't. In fact, you know what? I'm pretty sure that first one I killed, the one that I can never pronounce the name of, Main Trick, probably also had it, because I'm pretty sure it has that for an option. I'm used to seeing static on it, but I'm pretty sure it can also get Lightning Rod as an option, so it probably had that too. Okay, so between Starmie and Pelipper, the one I gotta worry about is Starmie, honestly. I know that's not gonna do anything, but... yeah, I figured that was gonna happen, because Starmie's fast, so I had a feeling Quagsire was not going to survive that regardless. Obviously, I'm not sending Typhlosion out there because I'm not stupid. I already made one stupid mistake this round when I killed my own Quillfish. And That's another one weak to electric. Alright. Now that we got those 2 lightning rod users out of here, now all of a sudden we can just roast them one by one here. Call it a hunch, but I think they're gonna try and pull an assassination attempt on Ampharos, so I'm just gonna use my turn to heal. Because that Crobat will be going first. And I already forgot who I targeted. It probably was Crobat. Yep. Because I felt like Crobat was gonna do something like Cross Poison or something strong, but it didn't really do anything. Alright, well if that's the case, they're going to start spamming Protect. At this point, we just got to go for it. See if we can get them both here. Nope. Single-digit health, but nope. Not going to save you, though. Get out of here, Pelipper. You've been hanging around way too long. Wait, hold on. Whose turn is this? This is Ampharos's. Okay, I want Ampharos to attack it. Because Espeon went before it, so Espeon's going to miss, but Ampharos is going to go after, so Ampharos won't miss. In terms of it being up in the air, anyway. And I chose correctly, because Espeon would have died there if I didn't do that. Bye, Crobat. You were a Golbat, like, what, 4 fights ago? 5 fights ago? Apparently after having Golbat die, which is going to make it lose happiness in a battle, all of a sudden it's just gotten really happy and decided to evolve for you. There we go, there's the last one. There's the yellow ID badge. What do we got? Oh yeah, here's also the snag list. You can look at everything you've gotten. If the Pokeball is purple, they're still Shadow. It'll even show it. Stats heart closed, but if it's not, it'll say Purified. All the yellow ones are just ones you haven't checked before. It's Ian of Madgate Village. I just want to let you know that's my first electronic email. I'm not familiar with these high-tech things, so I have only learned now, or only learned how to type in words. Incidentally, if you're ever in... Yeah, it gets cut off. Oh, Grandpa, the email got cut off before he finally gets to the point. It must be an old-school email system if it had, like, limited characters and you could only type for so far. Though it looked less like it was about the characters and more the spacing. Of, like, if you just, like, let it keep going until it started a new line, you probably would have had enough room to do it. Poor Grandpa. We are actually going to go back and talk to him, though, because what he gives us is maybe not important, at least not for my run, but you probably want to go pick it up. If you don't know what it is, I'll give you a hint. There's only one of them in every given game, provided you didn't cheat and duplicate it. Plus, I was going to go back and heal anyway, so this is just a good excuse to do that. I'll save after I get what I'm going to get from good old Egan. You gotta wonder what those two talk about while they're just standing out there. It's not like they're guarding it or anything. There's nobody that's, like, not permitted to go there. I guess they're only out there to be like, oh, this is the Colosseum that was recently opened, in case you came out here and was wondering what this was. Hey guys, how's it going? We got it, but it was cut off. Oh. And he gives you the almighty Master Ball. Yes, there is one in this game. I'm surprised there wasn't a thing about, like, are you really sure we can have this? This is a really important item. Because, I mean, they did the same thing with the Time Flute, but... Oh well. I will say it's nice they give it to you before, like, getting to... I did it again. Before getting to, like, the big point of the story where... Because in terms of fighting trainers with Shadow Pokemon in the main story and not the post-game, we're nearly done, actually. There's not that much left between that and the quote-unquote credits. We're still going to do the post-game stuff, but it's still worth mentioning that, like, we're pretty close to the end here. This is the last area of the story mode. And I'd still argue that there's plenty of story, even after the main game's over with. There's still Shadow Pokemon to pick up. Because there's like 48, 49 total, and we've only got 34. So, I mean, that's still another 15 to go. There's not 15 Shadow Pokemon in here. I don't remember if there's a heal and save section upcoming here. I know there's one, like, right there, but I think there's one, like, before the actual Colosseum area. I feel like there should be. All the other Colosseums have them, like, right there, so... Alright, so there's the red. There's green. There's the purple, which is actually blue, but it looks like it's purple till it lights up. Actually, that's still... Well, that looks more like an indigo than a blue, but whatever. To be fair, the yellow also looks gold. Dude, I put all the key cards in there. We're just sitting there like Spider-Man, just waiting for me. Well, apparently he was, if he's got an Ariados. So the Ariados obviously isn't a Shadow Pokemon, it's the Masquerain. No, it is not. Okay. Well, the thing I like most about Masquerain is you can destroy it with Hyper Beam. Because that's funny. Other than that... Sure. Nope, the Masquerain's not who I was aiming for. I thought that was going to be super effective, but I guess not. Apparently Bug is not weak to ground, or is resistant to ground, so that did normal damage since it's a bug poison. Let's just do Mud Shot on it, I suppose. What? Dude, Mud Shot's not supposed to miss. Nah, they got me. I went first on the first round before Masquerain did, I think, so I thought I'd be able to get it again. Maybe that was when I used Water Sport, though, so it just didn't look like it did anything. It's weird, for all the fighting we've done, I don't feel like we've gained that many levels. We've only gone up like 3 levels total across everybody. Roughly. Heracross! Ah, I wish I had a flying type move right now. Well, now I don't. Apparently that's a Shadow Pokemon. Never mind. Kinda figured he had one, but I figured he had more than 3 on his team. Obviously that's gonna go. So that is Fighting and Bug. See how it handles Mud Shot. Also, this will teach you to use Water Sport. Get out of here. Gonna pull that stun on me? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess Bug is resistant to it. I was gonna say, luckily we didn't do that much damage, so counter's not gonna do that much damage. I'm not gonna be able to do anything here. That's not gonna do enough damage. Those are gonna do way too much damage and kill it, so... Let's go ahead and switch over and paralyze it, I guess. Let me try Surf, I guess. I don't think it's gonna do that much. But I feel like I wouldn't want to hit it with a Thunderbolt or Thunder Shock anyway. I don't feel like that would do. Or it would do too much. I don't know. Thunder Wave, Surf again. Ow. See how this does. This is why I like keeping Swift on Espeon, even though it's not the best move in the world, especially not for Espeon, is this guaranteed hit. It's not going to do an insane amount of damage. It can kind of get a little bit of a gauge of how much defense a Pokemon does or does not have. You know, provided that it's not grossly under-leveled like Remoraid was or something like that. Try that. If that's not enough, if that doesn't catch it, I don't think it will. But I mean, if it does, great. If it doesn't, Swift should probably enough to get it to red. Yeah, I didn't think that would be enough. Typically, I don't try to catch anything in yellow as it is. It's more of just like a, well, let's give this a go and see what happens. If it's like that, then I might try to, because it's like really, really, really close to red. And I know that if it uses Shadow Rush, or anything that would do recoil damage, it will absolutely knock itself into red. Olay! Can't use Attract on it either, unfortunately, because it's female. No, it broke free of the ball. What a surprise. Ooh, fun, an essay. Nice. But thank you for dropping by, Ludu. I will do my best to catch Mr. Cross here. I'm afraid to hit it with Swift. I think it's just... I feel like it's going to just either do enough damage to kill it or not do enough damage to kill it, and then it's going to get through with a Shadow Rush and kill itself. Yeah, there we go. Nice. They'll teach you to frickin' try to snipe me out of nowhere, Mr. DOJ. Might as well just call him Diego. It's the same letters, just scrambled around. Well, I don't get that jackass out of here. How are we doing team-wise? We got 2 down and 1 at half. I don't remember if it's this one or XD, but there is one where, like, when you walk into a room, someone's like, hey, congratulations, you're the 100th person here. And then they battle you instead, because it's like, oh, you actually thought you were the 100th person? Like, we just opened today. But at the same time, it's like, well, wouldn't you expect a lot of people to be there at the grand opening? It doesn't seem unreasonable to say that. Maybe they said 1,000, but... For the Ori region, I guess 1,000 would be unreasonable, but 100 wouldn't. But now we're in the Colosseum proper. And we got an email. And I hit the wrong button. Net, Shadow Pokemon list. I analyzed the data ROM and managed to extract a partial list of Shadow Pokemon. For the time being, I've identified 29. We've already caught more than 29, and I think purified more than 29. There appear to be more, so I'll send updates when I find them. So yeah, he'll start sending you lists of Shadow Pokemon. Yeah, here it is. You're the 1000th guest to enter this tower. Yeah, as if we just opened a day, and then he just fights you. Mr. Clest. What, it's not Crest? It's not a toothpaste? Oh well. Nuzleaf and Graveler. I think I just rezzed my Quagsire, so that's unfortunate for you. That Graveler's going bye-bye. In the meantime, let's keep Nuzleaf distracted with that. Okay, so if you were planning on faking me out, what was the point of using Protect? Because I assume you thought I was going to use Surf, but if you're going to use something that forced me to get flinched, then just, like, do your own attack and don't bother. Whatever. Let's try that again. Oh, that might be bad. Because I just threw out, yeah, and I think it's got Guts for its ability. Okay, change of plans. It's now time to focus all attention on killing Hariyama because I just sent its attack stat through the roof. I don't think he could have known I was going to do that. I think he just wanted to get the stupid attract off of his Nuzleaf. I think that's why he did that. So forget what we were doing, divert all power to killing that Hariyama, and do not worry about anything else for the time being. I mean, I could try to hit it with a track, but at this point... Those are both going to do normal. We just got to go for it at this point. Dude, you already did that! That stupid freaking fake out move. Is that why he withdrew it? Did he literally withdraw that Nuzleaf so that he could send it back out to use fake out a second time? Because if that's why he did that, then sir, I'm lost. I'm truly lost for words. But Hariyama's dead, so that's good. I'll teach you. I didn't even need to have both my Pokemon to kill your Hariyama. God, this guy's just cruising for a bruise, and I don't even know what I want to do to him now. Let's just throw out another one. Why not? It's trainers like you why Let's Players fast forward these battles. You people are the reason why. It's because you just use fake out over and over. It's just a cheap way to stall, that's all it is. You don't play hardball? We'll play hardball. That's not how I want to switch out. Time to take the kid gloves off. Dude, you don't even need to be, like, getting your own health back. You're at full. You're just so excited about that quad weakness, you didn't think about the consequences. Well, there's your consequences. I think this is evasiveness down. Yeah, it is. That's fine. I doubt this Lombre knows, like, sheer cold or something like that. But let's see what it can do. It'll probably survive this. Well, maybe not. It's only 42. Yeah, no, never mind. I figured he was about on level with what I was at. No, he's lower. You don't need to get so steamed or not. Dude, you're the one that tried to battle me. You could have just said the joke and let me go, but nope, couldn't do that. You know what? I think we're going to actually stop here. I was planning on stopping at about 9. I thought there was a heal center, but I'm pretty sure when I talk to her, she's going to battle me. that is Silva up there. It doesn't look like him, but it is, so he's a good guy. And then that girl's going to battle me, and then there's some doors that have more trainers, so we're going to go ahead and end it off here. As always, between recording sessions, for all the Shadow Pokemon that we picked up during today, I'm going to not purify them off screen, but I will get their heart gauges lowered down to the undo the final lock section, so we won't have to spend all the time grinding, or you guys won't have to see all the time me grinding and doing that. We can just, like, go when it'll be way easier to do it that way. So we will take care of that. Once again, of course, if you are watching this in real time, obviously if you're watching this on YouTube, if I posted it up there, it's a bit late now, but if you're watching it in real time, you can, of course, use your channel points to choose the last team member in my party. 3 of them were chosen by me, which is Typhlosion, Ampharos, and Espeon. Quillfish and Fortress have been chosen for me, so there's 1 slot left to take the place of Quagsire. And if you want to give any nickname advice for any of the Pokemon other than Typhlosion or Quillfish, because those have already been chosen, or Fortress, because Fortress has already been chosen, then you can do that as well. Until then, though, let's find ourselves a raid target. I'm not gonna lie, it was nice getting back into this again, though. I'd taken, like, such a long break because I'd just been feeling really bad physically. Between, like, really bad headaches and really bad stomach aches, and it wasn't even COVID or anything like that, just general bleh, I guess, is the best way to put it. Who else is streaming and what are they doing? You know what, we don't usually do this, but I think I'm going to do it. And it's also Pokemon related, so that also doubly works. I usually don't send people to art streams, but you know what, I'm going to. I've been supporting artists a lot more lately. In, like, terms of actually getting art done and whatnot, because, I mean, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. But you know what, let's support some artists out there today. Thank you all for watching. I will probably stream at some point next week, likely Wednesday. I might try to get away with it later this week, but for now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys whenever I see you. Till then, take care, keep updated on my Discord for updates and whatnot, and I'll see you next time.